Hello, this is Matt from the TLDR Report, www.tldr.report, and today I'm looking at Pure Web Services. This is a service that delivers turnkey websites to busy entrepreneurs and small business owners. So let's get into it and begin looking at the website copy and hopefully see some things that we can use to help them improve their messaging and get more customers. Let's start off, like we like to, with looking at the audience. Who is the intended audience for this site? It looks like it says right here, free for entrepreneurs. Their mission is to free entrepreneurs to serve their customers. So we've got entrepreneurs. My guess is that it's serial entrepreneurs who know they need a new website fast. It's probably people who have an idea of what they want in a website. In my experience working with small business owners, the ones who are getting a website for the first time or who are trying to get things going and don't have a lot of experience on the web, these people like to be a little meticulous and have a little more input in what they want. They have like a vision of what they want based on what they've seen other sites have, and maybe this is the audience here. I think a way that you can maybe expand the audience to be a little broader is by reaching out, tweaking your messaging a little bit, and we'll talk about some of the ways you could do this. So let's start off with the call to action. What do you want me to do when I visit your page? This just says get started. Well, get started what? I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to get started doing. So maybe get started oops, let's do this in the code so we can fix it a little bit. And let's see, get started. There we go. Get started picking your website type. So if I'm on a site like this is just a suggestion, but being clear about what it is that you want me to get started doing, that helps me know if I want to push that button or not, if I actually want to click this, or if I want to learn some more, click through your site, contact you, something like that. Now, your site looks like it's still in progress, and so when I actually click get started or take a look at our services, I'm just kind of brought to this page here, and I'm sure you're going to add some more design stuff, but construction, learn about features, learn about support. Obviously there's not really a place right now where I actually say click yes, let's get hired, let's get started. I noticed on your copy on some of the other pages you mentioned the pricing, how much does this cost. Our services page explains this in detail, so it doesn't really say on your services page how much everything costs, which is fine. I mean, clearly there's a little bit of copy and stuff you guys still need to write as far as that goes, which is again understandable because this looks like it's pretty early in the whole process. Next, let's talk about your headline. Maybe we can tweak your headline a little bit and make it a little more appealing. So you're trying to reach out to people who they just want a website that works. They need a brochure, or they need to sell something. They need a funnel website. Whatever they need, they want it quickly. They want it up. They don't even really care that much. You're reaching out to people, I assume, who don't want to have too much input in the whole design aspect of their site. I've seen like dentists, for example. I've worked with some dentists that wanted a turnkey solution kind of like this. And so maybe you could tweak your headline in a little bit, in a little way that would allow you to kind of appeal to these people a little more emotionally. So get a great looking website. Okay, I'm just gonna not worry about capitalization. That just works in about 7 days. Damn. Get a great looking website that just works in about 7 days. This is very clear. You're like, oh cool, this is the value proposition. It's a simple website. Honestly, if you're doing like a turnkey website type thing, you're probably good at launching a site quickly, populating it with kind of general content for your customers based on your discussions with them, and then getting it live. So maybe 7 days is too fast for your team. Maybe you're usually going even faster, but adding some sort of time frame here I think makes it really special and stands out from a lot of the other generic we'll build your website for you websites. So we've got this sub headline too. Pure and effective web presence support for busy business owners. I don't really know what this means. The web presence support, it sounds like you help me maintain my website, but I don't have a website. So the way that these terms are used in the business world kind of makes this statement a little bit at odds with itself. Perhaps we deliver a pure and simple website, or a pure and effective website. How's that? And I know you're probably attached to the word pure because it's your business name, but maybe maybe consider getting rid of that. I don't know if it's necessary or not. We deliver a pure and effective website for we deliver pure and effective websites for business owners in a frustration-free package. Borrowed that phrase from Amazon. Hope they don't mind. And then you can again change this. Maybe something like start by picking a website type, something like this, and then they know what to do. They click, and then maybe they can be taken to a page where there's different types of templates and stuff, and they can have the whole process kind of walk through on your website. Here, simple turnkey support. I like the turnkey. Simple, it just works. I don't know if the heart is the best symbol for simple. Maybe you can check out Font Awesome, and maybe there's some other symbols that you can borrow that might be a little more effective in communicating simplicity. Turnkey, I like this a lot. I would maybe consider having this as your first selling point, because I think it's even more effective in, there you go. I think it's even more effective in communicating what people are looking for if they're going to be using your service. They want a turnkey solutions. Turnkey website solutions. Your website will be ready. Your website will be ready before you pay a dime. Now that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I don't really get this sentence, so I'm going to remove it. Your website will be built and ready for your customers before you pay a dime. Maybe something like this, where you're having that juxtaposition between you're preparing it for their customers, so they're in a mindset where they're going to start making money before they have to pay money to you. Simple. Our process. We don't know what it is, so maybe say our process. Our process just works. Redirect your time to your business. We handle your website. You can focus on your business. Support. We build it, we support it. We'll make sure your website stays up to date and online. Because that's what I think people are thinking of. They want to make sure the website's not going to fall offline, or they're going to have to deal with any of that garbage when there's like a hack or something like that. So these are some copy suggestions I would make. The mission statement, I think it's interesting. Again, how we help you, the 1, 2, 3 thing. Maybe consider moving this up the page. I'm not sure. Maybe play with this a little bit and see. Again, I know you're a little early. You're a little early in the process of building your site. So when it talks about, you're talking about the research build complete. a peer process here. You know, we'd love to have a page talking about what your peer process is. That sounds like a kind of a cool proprietary thing you could have. It's kind of like a selling point. Hey, here's our peer process. That includes quickly building a site on a proven template and theme that's easy to maintain, using hosting that is guaranteed with like a 99.99997% uptime, and then complete install the site, finish up. So you've got a few things you can work on as far as your copy goes, and feel free to reach out again if you want some help developing that. But the last thing I want to talk about in this copy review is actually on the services page. Where did it go? Maybe it was features? And it was, there we go, right here. 12 months to own, where it says after 12 months the site is yours to keep. I think this is a major point that you need to make much more present in your sales process. So basically someone is renting a website from you. Now if it's a serial entrepreneur, that's a good thing, because it's like my project might not be around in a year. But if it's like a small business owner who thinks that his business is going to last forever and he's never ever going to have to I don't know, move on to a new project because he's going to retire from this, then this could be a little bit frightening. So maybe there should be a panel on your homepage where you kind of discuss your unique model and talk about the benefits of a rent-to-own model for building a website. Again, if you want to have a chat about that with me, feel free to reach out. My email is hey@tldr.report, and I'll be happy to maybe discuss some of the messaging that you can craft around this kind of unique business model. I know it's actually pretty commonly used with service professionals like lawyers, doctors, dentists, and stuff, but it requires a little bit of finesse, I think, in order to sell it properly. So that kind of concludes my website copy review. Hopefully it's given you some suggestions that help. I think you have a nice basic template for your website. I think the splash image is nice. It kind of goes with the whole pure feeling of, or the pure branding you're building your site around. One quick thing, this support image didn't get cropped properly, so, or rather it got cropped instead of shrunk, so maybe figure out what's going on there. But it sounds like a really interesting project. So good luck with everything, and like I say, feel free to reach out. hey@tldr.report if you have any future questions or want to chat about crafting some more copy for your website.